Hello students, in the present video I am going to explain cyclic code. Cyclic codes are specially linear block codes with one extra property. So in the case of cyclic code, the code word will be cyclically shifted or rotated in order to get another code word. For example, if you are having a code word 1011000 and we can cyclically left shift or rotate it, we can perform rotate operation once and we'll get one more new code word, that is 01100001, so which is also a valid code word. So in the case of cyclic redundancy check, so we can create cyclic code to correct the errors. So theoretically we can say that the error detection and correction is a easy process, but practically it is not. So we are having CRC code with the data word with the value the code word number of bits is 7 and the data word is 4. So the table we are having different data word as well as code word value, and we can compute the CRC value by shifting by performing left shift or cyclically left shift, that is not exact left shift, or rotate operation in order to get the new word. So in the diagram we can observe that the CRC encoder and decoder block, the encoder block is nothing but the sender block and the receiver block is nothing but the receiver block. The receiver block is nothing but the decoder block. So in the case of encoder, the data word has k bits, that is 4 here in our case, and the code word has n bits, that is 7. The size of the data word is augmented by adding n minus k, that is 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3 zeros to the right hand side of the word. The n bit result is fed into the generator. The generator uses a divisor of size n minus k plus 1, that is 4. So predefined and predefined value. The generator divides the augmented data word by the divisor modulo 2 division. The quotient of the division is discarded. The remainder R0, R1 and R2 is appended to the data word to create the code word. So we can observe that the code word is nothing but A3, A2, A1, A0, and the remainder is added along with the data word, that is R0, R1 and R0. So that becomes our code word. The decoder receives the code word and it will fed that code word to the checker. So checker will compute the syndrome value, that is S2, S1 and S0. So at the encoder block, if the syndrome value obtained is all zeros, that means S2, S1 and S0, that is equal to 0, 0, 0. So the decision logic will accept the data word, that means error free message is received at the destination. So if the syndrome has any one bit as 1, so suppose if it is combination of 001 101 anything, so at that instant the decision logic will discard the data word. So if the syndrome is all 0, then only decision logic will accept the data word, and receiver will extract the data word from the received code word, and it will get the original message without any error. So here we'll consider decision in CRC encoder. So let us take a closer look at the encoder. The encoder takes the data word and augments it with n minus k number of ones. So that means if n is equal to 7 and k is equal to 4, n minus k is equal to 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. The given data word is 1001 and we can augment n minus k zeros. So now your new data word becomes 1001 followed by 3 zeros, and divisor is already given, that is 1011. So now while performing the operation or division operation, So if while multiplying we can adapt AND operation, and while subtracting we can adapt XOR operation. So now we can observe that the our new data word is 1 0 0 1 0 0 0. So now check leftmost bit. If it is 1, so directly write quotient as 1. So now if the quotient is 1, so I can perform multiply operation with the divisor. 1 and with 1 it is 1. 1 and with 1 is 1. 1 and with 0 is 0. 1 and with 1 is 1. So now I have to perform subtract operation, that means XOR operation. 1 XOR with 1 is 0. 0 XOR with 1 is 1. 0 XOR with 0 is 0. So now take the next bit here, over here. So now your new value becomes 0 1 0 0. So now check the leftmost bit. If the leftmost bit is 0, so directly write quotient as 0. So if you are multiplying the divisor with 0, will get all zeros. Once again the subtraction is nothing but XOR operation. So if you are performing XOR operation, 0 XOR with 0 is 0, 0 XOR with 0 is 0, 1 XOR with 0 is 1. So now take the next bit. So the new value becomes 1 0 0 0. So now the leftmost bit is 1. So once again take the quotient as 1. So perform the multiplication operation with the divisor. So that means AND operation. So we'll get the value as 1 0 1 1. So perform subtract operation. You'll get the value as 0 1 1. So take the next bit, that is 0. So finally you will get the remainder as 1 1 0. So as I said, we can generate the code word by adding the remainder to the data word. Our old data word was 1 0 0 1, and we added the remainder 1 1 0 to the LSB position. So now our new code word becomes 1 0 0 1 and 1 1 0. So now we'll check what happens across the decoder side. We'll take two cases. One is uncorrupted message is received at the destination. So if uncorrupted message is received means the same code word is received at the destination. So take the same code word and perform division operation considering the divisor as 1 0 1 1, and the operation, if the multiplication operation is AND operation, subtract operation is consider the XOR operation, and get the remainder. So if uncorrupted message is received at the receiver side, so we'll get the syndrome as 0 0 0. So that is case 1. So during case 2, we can just assume that the code word received at the receiver is 1 0 0 0 followed by 1 1 1 1 1 0. That is code word is 1 0 0 0 1 1 0. So perform the same operation, perform the division operation with 1 0 1 1 and check the syndrome. The syndrome is non-zero. We'll get 0 1 1 as syndrome, and what exactly the decision logic will does here, the decision logic will discard the data word. Why? Because syndrome is 0 1 1.